Jam-packed full of all the stuff we get from the cruise lines, which you're going to adore, you know.
Jam-packed goodies. We like that as well. Now, we've loads to talk to you about. Keith, yourself, of course, you've worked on cruises many, many years. I think, you know, listening to you, your information is incredible. All those destinations, you know so much about them.
Yeah, well, I've been to them. That's the thing. Many, many times. 12 years I worked as a cruise director and entertainment director, kind of looking after the places we went to, what people did on board during the day and during the evening. So it was a really, really great thing to do. And I worked for Cunard and for Thompson and for a couple of other great companies as well. I had a really, really good time. So it's going to be an amazing show. And I need to say as well, at half past the hour, at half past 11, we have a special Black Friday deal coming from Princess Cruises.
We do indeed.
Which is just jam-packed full of amazing things.
It is. So stay with us at about half past the hour. Remember, of course, that fantastic Black Friday deal coming up with Princess Cruises as well. Planet Cruise, of course, for anyone who's brand new, has just joined us this morning. I mean, they are award-winning. It's amazing the amount of credentials with Planet Cruise.
That's right. We're bespoke cruise specialists.
Exactly,
and one of the things we do is we build cruises for you. So we give you a chance to go to all these different places, chance to unpack just once and see all these different parts of the world. Award-winning, and we can literally send you anywhere you want to go. So even if you don't see a deal on the show today, you can give us a phone or go online onto the internet, and we can sort it out for you and make things tailor-made, give you extra stays in places like Dubai and Hong Kong and Australia before you start your cruise. Oh,
lovely peace of mind as well from Planet Cruise. Now, if you do want to get on the phones, all the details are at the bottom of your screen at the moment. 0800 781 5458 if you want to call up the fantastic cruise specialist, and they'll have a chat with you as well. We are going to dive into the first cruise. Now, this has been very, very busy, Keith. It is cruise and maritime aboard the Magellan as well. This is incredible. It's a half-price offer on their new ship. It's a new ship.
Yeah, this is going to be the flagship for 2015 with Cruise and Maritimes. This is the British cruising experience, Genevieve. It is going like hotcakes, you know, if you'll forgive the pun at the moment, even before Black Friday, because it is such good value and because it's going to be a very familiar cruising environment. So for literally just over £500, you're going to get a chance to go out and enjoy Hamburg and some amazing parts of the world.
Absolutely.
It's really, really great.
You've just seen a taste of what you're going to see there, which is absolutely incredible. Now, don't forget, of course, great prices on this as well. It is, of course, the Magellan ship that we are talking about. We just mentioned that.
So the Cruise and Maritime, again, with all the cruise experience, you're going to get all your entertainment involved, all your food involved, a great British cruise destination, and a great British company to look after you, and amazing service. You haven't experienced proper service in a hotel environment until you've been on a hotel at sea.
Absolutely.
Itinerary.
Let's have a look at where we are going on this fantastic cruise. Now, first of all, we go from Tilbury to Amsterdam.
Yeah, we do. And that's great, first of all. London Tilbury Dock, which is really convenient for people. A chance then for you to head out to the Tulips, to the Wooden Shoes, maybe get yourself a Heineken beer, to this wonderful city, which has had so many famous inhabitants, people like Rembrandt, Van Gogh, of course, the famous Anne Frank. Go and see her house, go and see how she kind of lived during the struggles during the Second World War. You can hire a bike. I always recommend hiring a bike. It's a wonderful way to get around. Ooster Park and Vlondel Park, some amazing places for you to walk around. Head out to the windmills and the countryside.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that.
With 1,280 bridges crisscross
really?
this place. Yeah, loads of, and many of them are illuminated by fairy lights at night. It's a great place to walk around. It's peaceful, car-free streets. You're seeing some of the fairy lights there, some of the imagery as you walk around. I also recommend the Vincent van Gogh Museum, and definitely do a canal cruise. If you want to do one that is just literally about 15 people, then go down to Boomtown, Chicago in the Liedersplein and go and speak to them, and they do a bespoke one where the guy will take you where you want to go.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wonderful. Now we're going to move on. We're going to go to Hamburg.
Yeah, we are. You're getting overnight here, and this is the gateway to Berlin, but also it's a fascinating place in its own right, Genevieve. It's great. And again, this has more than 2,100 bridges, more bridges than Venice and Amsterdam combined.
They like their bridges.
They really do. In fact, it's the third biggest harbour city in the world. And it's an incredible place to go and enjoy, just behind London and New York. The Reeperbahn is where it all happens. That's the most famous street there. Really good for the legendary entertainment in the red light district. Even the Beatles started their career out here. You've got the Barak Church of St Michael's, which is the real signature of Hamburg. Amazing shopping. The elegant Alster Arcaden is an amazing place, full of bespoke architecture, Venetian architecture, and lit by these wrought iron lamps as you walk along these canals. It's a beautiful place to go and enjoy. We used to be in here all the time on Queen Mary 2, enjoying this part of the world. So definitely go and enjoy that. Now, then you're going to go through the Kiel Canal, and this runs for 61 miles. It links the North Sea with the Baltic Sea. Took 9,000 workers 8 years to build, and as you go through, it's really peaceful. You'll see people waving to you on the back from their back gardens, cycling along, giving you nice smiles. 40,000 vessels a year pass through it. Nice rare chance to pop through there. Then in the morning you're in Helsingborg, and this is great whiff of fresh seaside air will meet you as you get off here.
Yes.
It's literally on this narrow strait which separates Sweden and Denmark, and it just sits opposite Helsingør, which is the setting for Hamlet Shakespeare. Hamlet Shakespeare. Shakespeare's Hamlet. Easy for me to say.
Agreed, sir.
And you can come and see Kronborg Castle and get involved with the to be or not to be. Alas, poor Yorick and all that. Okay. There's also the Øresund Bridge near here as well, which is the largest and longest railway bridge in Europe. You can probably get a sail under that, which is a 10-mile structure, a 10-mile bridge. Can you imagine that? And Helsingborg Castle, if you love your views. Then we're going to Copenhagen. Now, this is great. You've got an overnight here. It's a city of spies where people rather than cars set the pace. It's known as the Venice of the North. Of course, Hans Christian Andersen lived here.
Yes.
So a stroll along the Nyhavn, beautiful 17th century warehouse district, is a must. It really is. In fact, I got my first tattoo in Nyhavn.
So you can visit the place where you got your first tattoo.
You can go in and say hello to Ollie. Does a good job. Does a very good job. Good value. There's loads of castles all around this part of the world. Friedenberg Castle is one of my favourites, which is set by this gorgeous idyllic lake. And the changing of the guard happens there at noon when the Queen is in residence. So you'll see the swallowtail flag flying if that happens. And again, if you want to really enjoy Copenhagen, for me, it's all about the food. I always say this. Danish pastries and the Smulesburg, which is that open-faced sandwiches. Just go into one of the bakeries, Genevieve, and you'll literally, you'll come out, you know, even by looking at the stuff, you'll come out kind of going, oh my word, that was amazing.
Fantastic. And then we're moving on.
Yeah, Aalborg, charming Danish medieval town bursting with Viking burial grounds and stunning views across the legendary coast of Jutland.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. We've got a relaxing day at sea, and then we finish at Tilbury again. This is incredible value. Now, I know it's been very, very popular. It is still at that fantastic half-price deal as well, which is great. £529 per person, which, you know, when you work that out, it's £67 per person per night. And take a look at this.
And this is an adult-only ship as well, Genevieve. So for those of us that have maybe had our families and kind of, you know, now would like to have a little bit more peace around the ship, this is ideal for you. This is a great chance for you to meet friends, to make friends, to again have that wonderful service, all the entertainment, all the food included. And again, this isn't a ship full of gimmicks. This takes the cruising experience back to its beautiful basics. Brilliant service, beautiful food, and amazing destinations.
It is incredible. Now take a look here. Of course, it is a half-price offer. That price there, £529 per person, and that includes a half-price savings. It's the maiden season of Cruises Maritime's new ship as well, so be among the first, which is fantastic. There's a great single special on this. Now, the single specials are always very, very busy, so make sure you grab this also at £829. You get 8 nights there, of course, on the new adult-only ship. That is fantastic.
And for 2 overnights, really valuable. Overnight in Hamburg. Hamburg is a port to visit. It's quite rare anyway. And again, because you've got an overnight there, 2 days. One day you could do Berlin, and the other day you could then explore Hamburg. So it makes it a very flexible itinerary for you.
Absolutely. Really lots and lots to see there. Don't forget, of course, our lovely cruise specialists are waiting on the phones right now, 0800 781 5458. Now, this is incredible. It's 24 nights. It's P&O. It's aboard the Oceania. This is absolutely incredible. It is your Epic Caribbean and Azores cruise. And take a look at this fantastic ship.
Yeah, P&O, again, another British company, 175 years. They have been taking people around the world, and they do it in such style. These ships have everything you could ever want. You know, great spa facilities for you to relax and get a massage, amazing dining with some of the top names of the British industry like Marco Pierre White, Ollie Smith does the wine on board. Great West End, kind of Broadway entertainment in the evenings. Great UK guest comedians that are going to come on and entertain you as well. Very plush accommodations, a great different selection of bars. With P&O, there is so much option. In fact, there's a great Winners Sports Bar on here, so if you are really up on keeping up with the sport, the Premiership, whatever it is, you can do that on board. The cruise doesn't have to take you away. And again, if you cruise with your kids, it's a very family-friendly experience. And they look after kids in conjunction with the NSPCC from 2 up to 17-year-olds.
That is fantastic.
So it's inclusive for all the family.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the destinations here, absolutely incredible. Let's dive in. So into Southampton, we've got a few days at sea, and then we are on to some beautiful places.
And remember,
here.
loads to do during those sea days. People coming on board, lecturing, loads of entertainment going on, or just a chance to lay down, read a book, curl up and do nothing. Now, Ponta Delgada is your first port of call. Does a good impression of Eden. It's part of the Azores, rolling hills, expansive lakes, beaches that have resisted tourism. It's laced with walking trails. It's got Europe's only tea plantations. Go and enjoy the restaurants. Local specialities include pineapples, barnacles, tea pudding. all made from a locally grown tea. It's an amazing place. OK, then we're going for some more relaxing days at sea as we head on over the Atlantic before we get to the Caribbean. Oh, yes, here we are. Sunshine, heat, you know, the kind of easygoing, laid-back, rum-filled paradise that the Caribbean is. And your first port of call, one of my favourites, been here so many times, Antigua, St John's, one of the largest of the British Leeward Isles. It boasts, they say, one beach for every day of the year, more than 365 beaches. It's got one of the most spectacular coastlines, and you can just travel around on one of the bus system. You can go and visit historic Nelson, the historic Nelson's Dockyard, of course, where Horatio Nelson quartered his fleet back in the 18th century. You can go to Stingray City. I love Stingray City, where you can hold and you can feed the stingrays. And if you check out my Facebook, you'll see me there with pictures holding them all. Oh, brilliant. Canopy zipline adventure, where you go over the rainforest. And, of course, the biggest thing here is just going and relaxing on the beach. And if it's up to me, and I'm recommending one to you, Darkwood Beach. Remember that? Darkwood Beach, deserted paradise. OK, then you're going, wow, to Bassetiere, which is St Kitts. Now, St Kitts, this is a volcano, a very volcanic island, turquoise seas, dense rainforest, and this is sugarcane country. Now, you're looking here at the what's called Gibraltar of the West Indies, Brimstone Hill Fortress. It's incredible, with great views right down the coasts. You've also got Romney Manor, the oldest sugar plantation on St Kitts, with connections to the US presidents of the past. You can go for great scuba diving. I learnt to dive in the Caribbean and I recommend it every single time. I would also say the St Kitts Scenic Railway is probably your #1 tour if you've never been before. Gives you a 4-hour tour right around the rim of volcanoes past black sand beaches. And again, if you like black sand, go to Pump Bay. If you like the white sand, go to Turtle Beach.
Now
Dominica.
we're moving on. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places to show you here. We're moving on now to Dominica.
If you've watched the Pirates of the Caribbean, you've seen Dominica. You've seen parts of it, and it's incredible. They film it because, again, this is stepping back in time for the Caribbean. It's beautiful. You can trek on the Mom Trios Pitong rainforest. I always get that wrong. And it's got the last surviving settlement of Carib Indians. Carib Indians. These are the indigenous people that we originally get the name Caribbean from. And there's still a settlement on this island. Go and see them. Wonderful people. OK, then you go into Grenada. This is the Spice Island. Wherever you head, you've got fragrant ginger and almond and nutmeg and vanilla wafting up. One of the prettiest harbours that you're seeing here in the Caribbean.
Isn't it?
Georgian architecture. You've also got the Grand Etang National Park with the Grand Etang Lake and the Annandale Falls to explore, which is stunning. Underwater, there's a great wreck called the Bianca Sea, which is incredible. I've dived a couple of times, which is one of the most stunning wrecks you'll ever dive. You've also got a chance to go and relax on the Grand Dance Beach. You get a water taxi right from where you dock, takes you right the way around, and the beach just stretches for mile upon mile upon mile, and it's full of bars and people enjoying themselves.
Fabulous. OK,
then we're going to Barbados. It just gets better, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
You know, the Little England, you know, this is incredible. This is the home of Mount Gay rum, and you can go and taste it and get involved with the fun that happens. I used to see the people staggering back to the ship after they've visited there.
Back to the safety of the ship.
Exactly. Snorkeling in search of hawksbill and green turtles. You can go and relax on Carlisle Beach for a really laid-back vibe. Take the Atlantis submarine if you don't want to get wet and still see the beauty that awaits you underwater. And obviously a chance to head out to the tropical gardens. You see these guys not only just in the tropical gardens, sometimes on the beaches.
Really?
So you're relaxing on a beach, and there'll be a couple of monkeys in the kind of dense forestry behind you, up at the palm trees. It's really good fun.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then you've got days at sea, heading back. This time, your Azores, you stop at Horta, which is probably the most charming place in the Azores, and it's got the world-famous Peter's Cafe sports bar, which, if you're a yachtsman, then you know this. This is the most famous place to stop in the world, where all the yachtsmen go, and you have pictures of all the different famous people that have visited there over the years, including Richard Branson and many more. And then you head back to Southampton. This is amazing. You know what?
It's incredible.
We normally say, just a week in the Caribbean for £1,000 is a bargain.
Yeah.
This is £1,299, and you've got nearly a whole month.
Oh, fantastic.
A whole month.
Yeah.
Can you feed yourself for that much and go out for entertainment, have different entertainment every night, go out and get a tan, even if you're paying for a sunbed? Can you do that all for that amount of money?
I doubt it. That is incredible value. We were really surprised, actually, when we were looking at these, we had to check the price again, because that is incredible. Like you said, nearly a month away. You could almost feel the soft sand. You almost feel the heat there when we were looking at that.
You really could. And remember, there's a Christmas and New Year's sailing here, which would mean you'd be having New Year's Day on a beach in the Caribbean
I don't think it doesn't get better than that, does it? Take a look there. Now, you can upgrade to the outside as well, which I think is fantastic. And if you do want to go for this, you've got a lead date there as well for yourself of the 2nd of January. That's a wonderful way to spend the new year.
It is a wonderful way to spend the new year, but also the price of the Christmas and New Year cruise is such good value. When you think the price normally doubles, for 1,599 there for an inside, and the outside even cheaper.
Absolutely.
Really
I think
good.
Incredible value. You are saving £690 off the brochure price. So that really is incredible value. And like we said, you can spend New Year and Christmas in the Caribbean, which I think is just
the Meon Valley Marriott. Did we mention that?
No, we haven't mentioned it yet.
We've got this half-price deal with the
absolutely.
Meon Valley Marriott. And if you were to do that on that particular cruise, you get your parking involved. So you have your cruise, your holiday starts a day early, you stay at the hotel, you get a chauffeur transfer to the port, chauffeur transfer back, and your car stays at the hotel. So you get 25 days parking.
So you don't even have to worry about that.
£70 per person.
And your holiday starts when you get to the Meon Valley, which I think is great as well.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's Black Friday.
It is. It's Black Friday. Grab that deal. It is incredible. I can't believe it. We've got to move on, though. So from those beautiful Caribbean blue seas, we have something else for you. Now, 18 nights here. Now, this is incredible. It's your 18 nights. It's your Temples, Dragons and Beaches cruise. This is amazing, and it really is an adventure. We've got a lovely Keith on board to tell us a little bit more, of course, about Celebrity Cruises. Take a look.
With exceptional levels of service and a crew-to-guest ratio of 1 to 2, and well-designed and easy-to-navigate ships, and a decor that's both sophisticated and contemporary, this is a cruise line who offer a very real sense of modern luxury. Celebrity Cruises have always pushed the boat out when it comes to dining, not just in the sheer choice, but also the quality of the food that they offer. Experience saver menus pairing classic and contemporary selections from casual al fresco dining through to the stunning main dining room. And of course, there's an appetising range of quirky, excellent specialty restaurants. Matching a bar to your mood is what Celebrity does best. And there's a great range of beverage and wine packages offering great value. You can top up the tan while enjoying a margarita by the pool, or use your Sea Pass card and help yourself to another great glass of vino in Cellar Masters. You can soak up the sounds of the big band in the Passport Bar, or try one of the 64 craft beers available on board. My favourite, though, has to be here at the Molecular Bar, where tasting the work of the liquid chef will engage all your senses.
Life on board Celebrity Cruises is an opportunity for you to enjoy your holiday just as you want it. From relaxing by the pool with a good book to a whole host of exhilarating and unique experiences, the choice really is yours. Cooking competitions, mixology classes, dance and language classes, informative lectures, and behind-the-scenes access to the inner workings of a modern-day cruise ship.
When the sun sets, Celebrity ships come alive with a dazzling selection of bars, lounges, nightclubs and casinos. You can relax with a cocktail, meet new friends, take to the dance floor or hit the casino tables. But keep an eye out for the interactive theme parties. You may even find dancers in exquisite costumes suddenly appear to entertain you. There's West End style theatre shows, dance, comedy, magic, music and an extraordinary front row seat waiting just for you. On a Celebrity Cruise, luxury comes as standard. There are 6 different varieties to choose from, and over 85% have a private balcony. The design is smart, fresh and contemporary, and all offer a great range of sumptuous amenities such as fluffy bathrobes, deluxe toiletries, Egyptian cotton bed linen, and 24-hour complimentary room service. From comfortable inside staterooms to these gorgeous suites which feature floor-to-ceiling windows, panoramic balconies, and your very own private butler. Trust me, once you've unpacked, you won't ever want to leave.
You won't ever want to leave,
No,
will
you
you?
don't.
No.
Celebrity.
And from the beautiful ship to the wonderful destinations, let's start off. Now we go London to Singapore, and then of course we arrive in Singapore, and we will take it from there.
Yeah, 2 nights in a 4-star hotel here, right in the centre of Singapore. Amazing multicultural melting pot for you to go and enjoy, where you've got one of only 2 patches of virgin rainforest in the world, the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve. Definitely go and do that. This is the Jurong Bird Park, the largest walk-in aviary in the world. It's an incredible experience. If you love nature, if you're a bit like Bill Oddie and you love birds, then this is a chance to go in. I love birds. And, you know, the original Singapore Walk's a great thing to go and do as well. You can actually go through and head in and enjoy a lot of the original culture of this wonderful city, maybe via river cruise. I mean, the river cruise is a great chance to see around the Singapore Zoo. is incredible. You've got the Night Safari, which has won their best tour for the last 9 years, 900 different nocturnal animals, and you've got the Marina Bay Sands. That's the Marina Bay Sands there. You see it, it's like a straight ship, like a cruise ship itself, sat on these 3 skyscrapers. And you can sit at the top there, have a cocktail, I've done it, and in this artificial beach, in this wonderful kind of like mini sea, looking out over the whole of Singapore. You can see the Singapore Flyer there in the corner as well, their version of a London Eye. Amazing city to go and enjoy. So a day at leisure, and then you're getting on board the Celebrity Millennium for 14 nights. Now, with your first day is then it's Singapore, which you've already had a chance to explore, but there's always more to see, including the wonderful Raffles and Malong Bar, the home of the Singapore Sling. And then you're going a couple of relaxing days at sea, again to enjoy that wonderful service and the great food with Celebrity before you get to Bali. And the great thing about this itinerary is you've not just got 1 day in Bali, you've got 3. You've got 2 overnights.
Amazing.
This is so rare. I can't tell you how rare this is. And this is a beautiful island full of cork forests and cheeky monkeys. It's full of these beautiful temples. You saw my favourite one there, the water temple. Amazing beaches. You've got a great chance, yes, to go and relax in these big hotels and get a massage and get beauty treatments, but for me it's all about heading inland. And you've got this lush forest, you've got these terraced rice paddies, plantations of coffee, banana and fragrant spices just lining the roads. You've got the wonderful sense of the mysterious east all around you. Look at these, just saw again more photos there of the water temple. The Elephant Safari Park, which is just, well, you just have to go and experience it. I can't do it justice. And then, of course, Ubud, the Ubud Monkey Forest, which you're seeing here, where there's a temple dedicated to Hanukkah, who's the monkey god, and the whole, there's 340 of these long-tailed monkeys, and they're just the funniest, most wonderful creatures to watch. They really are. Look at them.
I love that.
Okay, now it gets even better, because then this is such a rare chance. This is Komodo Island, and these lizards, they've thrived for millions of years, they believe, up until 100 years ago when some Dutch sailors discovered them. Ran back, said there's fire-breathing dragons on this island, and then everyone started to visit it. These big boys are incredible. They reach up to 10 foot in length, 300 pounds. They're the world's largest and heaviest lizard. You have to book a tour to get off the ship. Right, it's a protected biosphere. Okay, so you need to book a tour. It's a paradise. It's like stepping back into Jurassic Park. You must do this. I can't tell you how high up on my bucket list it is to do. One thing I haven't done yet, and I really do want to go, and it's just an incredible job. Not only that, you've got a pink beach on there, but one of only 7 pink beaches in the world, and you've also got over 1,000 different varieties of fish, manta ray sharks, dolphins, whales, sea turtles, you name it. It's a nature lover's paradise.
Oh, wonderful.
Relaxing days at sea then, before we go to Thailand, the pearl of the Andaman Sea. We're looking here at palm-fringed white sand beaches with this lush green interior. This is Phuket. This is the James Bond Island. This is the Phang Nang Bay National Park with the man with the golden gun. You see the imagery here? You've got a chance to go and enjoy that. Do your best. My name is Maynard, Keith Maynard. Elephant trekking in the jungle for the rubber plantations. I've got a nice weird look then. And I also recommend the Gibbon Rehabilitation Centre, which well, that tells you what it is. It's amazing, a chance to rehabilitate these wonderful gibbons and put them back out into the world. That's how I got the job here on the show. And then we're heading out to Malaysia, and this is brilliant because, wow, Langkawi is one of 99 tropical islands on the northwestern coast of Malaysia. Year-round tropical climate, again, pristine white and black sand beaches. And you've got an untouched interior. The people that live here are still rural, they're still kind of farming folk. And although you've got the big hotels on the outside, inland, hilly, dense, beautiful rainforest with the spice. You can head up above it all on the aerial tram and the cable car that runs high up, nearly 2,300 foot up for splendid views. Or you can do a boat cruise through Killam Nature Park and going in search of the tree crabs and giant iguanas. Get this, tree crabs.
Tree crabs?
Crabs that hang out in trees. Oh yeah, I've been. They're funny things.
That's
they really are.
experience.
And then finally, Kuala Lumpur, away from the tree crabs. Oh dear, I don't know. And now you see this. There's enough about that. The Petronas Towers in the centre. You've featured on many different films. Pierce Brosnan always reminds me of there, great actor.
Yes.
And then you've got, of course, here one of the world's greatest eating capitals. Go and try some of the street food. It's to die for. Back to Singapore, and then back to London.
Well, that is incredible. 18 nights on Celebrity Cruises, and you mentioned a bucket list. It definitely is, I think, on a lot of people's bucket list to do this. Incredible ship as well. We're on the Celebrity Millennium also. Yeah,
well, this is 5-star cruising. This is an American cruise company. They win awards all the time for the luxurious service, the wonderful magical moments they create. And remember, your entertainment, all your food's included here. You're going to have a chance to relax in the spa, get a massage,
wow.
you know, have your teeth whitened if you wanted to and needed to. Great single special, because singles are always flying off the shelves.
We always talk about this, how popular the single specials are. Now, take a look at the price of this. It is 18 nights, 1979. I think you need to be on those phones right now for this one. Now, the free drinks package, the tips or $300 spend is on the Ocean View or above on selected departures, and all 3 on the concierge stateroom as well. So really fantastic price and all of that added as well. 4-star hotel in Singapore, as Keith mentioned, which is pretty fantastic.
Do you know what? If you look at one of the dates there, the 19th of November,
yes.
the Ocean View is actually only £100 more, and yet you get, for that, the drinks package, and, you know, you get so much extra there.
Oh,
you get,
that's
you know,
good,
drinks
isn't
package
it?
at your tips, all $300
Yes.
spend. So actually, it's a complete no-brainer there, because for
Yeah.
the extra £100, you're getting about £600 worth of stuff included. It's
Absolutely.
quite
What a good
incredible.
point, Keith. If you are booking the 19th of November, definitely go for your Ocean View, because look what you're getting included.
Yeah.
All the dates in front of you there. Do stay in touch with us here, of course, at Planet Cruise. There's lots of ways to do that. You can sign up to the newsletter. You can call now and get your free copy of our Journey magazine. Don't forget your goodie bag, by the way. And also you can check out the brand new website also. So lots and lots to see. That's planetcruise.co.uk/TV. 0800 781 5458, of course, is the number to call also. Now, we did promise you something a little earlier on. We promised you the goodie bag. That is for everyone who makes a booking, of course. This is fabulous.
It's going to be even fuller than this. I mean, I know it doesn't look particularly full at the moment, but trust me, it's because all the stuff is waiting back at Planet Cruise head office to be sent out to you. Oh, it's incredible, honestly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Love
I
that.
use some of my goodie bag things all the time. I really, really do. So you name it, you wish it. It normally arrives.
Now, we have got a very special Black Friday deal for you. This is incredible. It is, of course, our fantastic Princess Cruises. It's the Caribbean Princess. An amazing price, a 40-night Mediterranean adventure. I want you to take a look at this for a moment and have a look at the details here. This is incredible,
this
Keith.
this really is a Black Friday special. This is the incredibly good value deal with Princess. Now, Princess, American cruise company. They've been doing it again for a long, long time. Big, beautiful ships that kind of run off this kind of open plan feel where you get a great chance to have the whole cruise when you decide to have it. You know, kind of like open seating dining, lots of different restaurant options. You're looking at the quality of some of the beautiful food. Those scallops look like they were incredible. Great entertainment in the evenings with the kind of magic and all singing, all dancing shows. You've got one of the liveliest spots on board Princess ships is always the Piazza, and here you'll have strolling performers entertaining you while maybe you sip a glass of wine in Vines and have a little bit of tapas. Maybe a sword swallower will impress you with his swallowing skills. You know, it really is. It's kind of a wonderful mix of the kind of class of an old cruise environment, and then with the innovation that comes of things like the cinema screen they had outside where you can sit at popcorn and watch a movie under the stars, or have the chef's table where they cook just for you. It's incredible.
Now, this is a price drop. It is a price drop of £350 per person for the Black Friday deal. There's lots of other deals we're going to talk about on this, but it is going to be a very busy one. Let's take a look at the itinerary, Keith. Talk us through. We start at Southampton. We've got a couple of days at sea, or a few days at sea to relax.
And again,
then on to Barcelona.
Well, because it's from Southampton, Genevieve, you know, it means no luggage restrictions, no worries about that. There's no flying involved here, so it's perfect for some people that don't like to get everything into one case. Now, Barcelona is your first port of call. It's an overnight here, and here you can delve into the wonderful world of Gaudi's unfinished masterpiece. It's beautiful. There's the great cathedral there. There's the Las Ramblas you can wander up. You're seeing pictures of it now with the street performers, with this great vibe, the lovely little tapas and coffee restaurants all over the place. You've got a great chance to see the Gothic Quarter. You've also got a great chance to go and experience La Boquera, which is the huge 900-euro market which sits at the top of Las Ramblas. I recommend that. Brilliant for trying some of the Spanish tapas there. You've got the Nou Camp, you know, where you can go and see the statue of Pele and the big football museum. You've also got some of the best beaches, according to National Geographic, best urban beaches in the world. Barceloneta is brilliant. I went there last time I was in Barcelona, had a great time. And of course, all the work of Gaudi, his famous cathedral, the houses, and Park Güell, with amazing views over the whole of Barcelona. This is a magical place to go and enjoy. And the food, you've got some of the best restaurants in the world. So even if you're not a big fan of tapas, you can get international cuisine from all over the place here. And if you want a great view, Montjuic. Look out over the whole of Barcelona.
Take that down. Now, we're going to move on from there.
Yeah, Ajaccio is next. This is Napoleon Bonaparte's birthplace. You'll see statues of him all over the place. Great beach-filled island where you dock. There's beaches within easy walk. There's also a lovely little farmer's market where you can try some of the Corsican spicy sausage, some of the plum liqueur and the famous honey cakes that Napoleon used to talk about. Now, the great thing about this is inland. We've got the Prunelli Gorge. The one thing I recommend here is the Capilouta, the Capilouta tortoise protection experience, where you can go and you can see little baby tortoise right over through to these big wizened grandfathers that are over 100 years old. I love it. Doing a road trip around the island is amazing because there's so much to see and the roads are just really spectacular, kind of mountain roads. And beyond that, of course, you've got one of the biggest collections of Italian paintings outside the Louvre, at the Palais Friche, which has got Bellini and Botticelli and many, many more. OK, then you're going through to Rome. Well, what can we say about the Eternal City? You know, it's your chance to go and say hello to the Pope, go to the Vatican City, to go and see the Sistine Chapel with that amazing artwork. You've got all the fountains. It is a city of fountains.
It is. It's my favourite city, I have to say.
Really?
One of my favourite cities.
I don't blame you, because there's always something to see. I mean, look at this, the Roman Forum. This is where Julius Caesar walked.
Yes.
And then you've got the Colosseum. The Colosseum where, you know, thousands of people, bloodthirsty spectators would kind of either raise their thumb or lower their thumb, for giving life and death to these brave gladiators. It's an incredible experience, and you really get a sense as you walk out of what it must have been like.
You
Just
do.
a tiny sense. It sends a shiver down your spine.
It does, definitely. I really agree with you.
It's a beautiful city. Remember, I always say, if you're going to eat or have a drink there, never sit down. Always stand by the bar. If you sit down, you get tourist price, which is double. If you stand by the bar, you get local price, no matter what your accent is. Then we're going through to Florence.
Yes.
Now, well, the port is Livorno, and it gives you an access to go through to Pisa, to have that famous photo with the leaning tower that everyone loves to take, to go out into the Tuscan countryside, which is beautiful and full of towns that have not been touched by time, where you see these women coming out in total in black and baking bread and hanging out their lace. And then you've got, of course, Florence, which is like a huge open-air museum to the Renaissance. It's an incredible city, it really is. My sister used to live there. She's married to a Sicilian, and I spent a good month exploring this beautiful city with her. You can head from here out to see Puccini's house on Lake Matasculi, which is beautiful. But just in a sense, enjoy the Duomo, the view from one of Italy's big three treasures, and enjoy the whole of this incredible place. Then we're going to Genoa. Now, this is on the northwest coast of Italy. It's a maritime city, one of the old maritime powers. It's the birthplace of Christopher Columbus, of pesto, which we all now love, and focaccia, that lovely, tasty olive oil Italian bread. It's called the Superb One, and it's got the biggest and oldest historic city walls in the whole of Italy, and one of the biggest aquariums as well. I love Genoa. Great shopping. Marseille is next, France's oldest seaport, great for walking around on foot. Go and try the bolognese, their famous French fish stew. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Gibraltar. And the great thing about this is it's Gibraltar just before you go back. And what's good about Gibraltar? Well, it is a slice of Portsmouth, rowed and towed, Laurie Lee said, right the way round into hotter weather. But it's great for your duty-frees, and you can take all that back because you're not having to fly. Take it all back with you into the UK. And look there. Wonderful photo, one of my holiday snaps as I was enjoying the Rock, that great strategic location.
One of the better snaps I've seen of you.
I'd had a good waxing treatment before I went in for that one. And but Gibraltar's incredible. I mean, it's a great historic place, and the siege tunnels are so worth exploring.
Now, we've got lots to talk about, of course. It is a Black Friday special. It's a Caribbean Princess also. I mean, it looks stunning. That is just a lovely experience, isn't it, Keith?
Well, it's a great ship to explore. There's always something going on. Like I say, street performers wandering around surprising you. You can relax in the spa and have a massage. Remember, your food and your entertainment's included as well, but there's also other options beyond that, where you can go and do special things just for the two of you in these wonderful restaurants where maybe you want to pay £10, just £10, and you get like West End style, top quality food, just for two people in a really romantic setting. They're romantic, they're for couples, they're for families.
Absolutely.
If you've never done a cruise, what are you waiting for?
Well, grab this one. It's a Black Friday special. You've got the price drop of £350 per person. This was £1,249. That's right down to under now, £65 per person per night. Your low deposit on the Black Friday deal as well, only £50. And not only that, you've got a free a coupon. That's a $300 on board coupon.
This is loads of like discounts on board. So discounts for the onboard shop, maybe 15% off a massage, 10% off getting, you know, a bottle of wine here or there. There's always different offers. So remember that it's by Monday at 10 p.m. if you want to get this price. But then it's up until next Friday, a week today, for the free coupon book with up to $300 and also the low deposit of just £50.
But a
£50 per
reminder
person.
again, make sure if you want to go for this today, it is a Black Friday special. The offer does close on Monday at 10 p.m.
They've
so
dropped it
do make
just
sure
for
you grab
just for the Black Friday, just for us here. It's incredible.
It is, isn't it? So that's a Black Friday special. Make sure you grab that as soon as you can. We are going to move on. Now, this is the Cunards.
One of my old ships.
Yes, it's the Queen Elizabeth. 24-night voyage from Arabia with a stay. Just incredible. And here's Keith to tell you more.
She's the third Cunard ship to bear her name, and bigger and more beautiful than any of her predecessors. The Queen Elizabeth was launched by Her Majesty the Queen in 2010 and continues to win thousands of fans for her understated elegance, spacious luxury and excellent service. Serving over 20,000 meals each day, Queen Elizabeth's talented culinary team of over 100 chefs cater to all tastes and dietary requirements. Fresh and exquisitely seasoned dishes are served in all of the 6 dining locations. So whether it's a meal with friends in the Britannia or a freshly baked pizza in the Lido, your taste buds are going to enjoy the holiday as much as you do. Kickstart your day with some relaxing yoga in the gym, followed by a visit to the Royal Spa for a quick dip and a spot of pampering. There's literally hundreds of treatments to choose from. After a spot of afternoon tea, maybe you'll take a stroll around the Royal Arcade full of stylish souvenirs and big designer names at low prices. Or you could pop up on deck for a game of croquet in the sunshine. There's 7 different bars to choose from, all featuring live music. So whatever your mood or tipple, you're going to find the perfect home away from home. Cocktail fans will flock to the panoramic views of the Commodore Club. And for those who want to dance the night away, there's even the wonderful disco. But for me, it's all about quenching your thirst for a freshly pulled pint here in the legendary Golden Lion pub. It may be night time that most sets the Queen Elizabeth experience apart from other ships. You can enjoy a magical night in the Royal Court Theatre, where comedians, stars of the West End and fabulous shows can be viewed from the privacy of your own theatre box. Then why not turn back the time and attend a dazzling themed ball in the Queen's Room, with a live band, gentlemen dance hosts and stunning performances from the ballroom instructors. Whether you want a sumptuous suite or a room with a view, this ship offers it all. There are 7 grades of accommodation to choose from, and all of it is spacious, bright and stylish, including these brand new single staterooms with massive windows and even bigger TVs. But whatever you choose, every stateroom is full of little touches designed to make you feel instantly at home. Your personal steward will keep everything clean and tidy, the CD Cunard mattress will keep you sleeping like a baby, and the free 24-hour room service will keep you wishing you had more willpower.
Look at you all cozied up in your dressing gown.
Hey, they're so
there.
comfy,
That's
those.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice to be able to do
man
that.
robes, that's what I call that.
Man
Some
robes.
Yeah, some man
Dressing gowns. Now, we've got to start off because this is incredible. 24 nights. We fly London to Heathrow, of course, London Heathrow to Dubai, and then we go on from there. Incredible, Keith. Look at all
Yeah,
this.
it is. And of course, Dubai there, you've got a 3-night stay here. On the second day in Dubai, we've also given you a city tour and a desert safari experience, which is great. The desert safari is great. Now, of course, Dubai is incredible. You know, where something... We're in the middle of a desert where nothing existed like 20, 25 years ago. Now you've got this huge, beautiful man-made city, which is incredible. You've got one of the tallest buildings in the world, if not the tallest. You've also got the Burj Al Arab Hotel, which is self-proclaimed 7-star. You're seeing it here. It's shaped like a sail of a ship. It's got an underwater restaurant, which you have to take a submarine down to get to. It's an incredible experience. Beyond that, they also have out in Dubai, which I love this, they have camel beauty competitions. There are some real lookers, and I recommend going to one of those. I really do. Some of them get the hump when they don't win. And beyond that, it gets better. And Palm Island, this is all creative. I'm here all week. This has been one of the creative. Actually, it's really fascinating. Dubai is full of things like this, as well as going back in history. And the Dubai fountains. Built by the same people that did the Bellagio fountains in Vegas.
Oh,
they have,
right, yes.
They have like big shows where the fountains do shows to music, just like in Vegas.
Absolutely incredible, isn't it? So much to see. We're going to move on from there. Of course, we have got the Date Leisure. We've got a city tour as well, of course, and that fantastic desert safari that we were talking about.
You do. So, great chance once you're on board the Cunard. I worked for them for 3 years. This is 5-star, wonderful cruising, great service, such a wonderful, classy experience. Oman is first. This is Salaha. It's an oasis where tropical fruits grow abundantly. The city's surrounded by coconut, banana and papaya groves, endless white beaches and surround me. This was one of the winners, yeah, from Dubai. This is one of the shots. They took him out. They took him out for a shoot, a location shoot, and this is one of the winning shots.
It featured on Camel Weekly, which is a huge...
Oh, we could keep going with it.
Okay, relaxing days at sea, and then through to Aqaba, Jordan.
Camel Weekly.
Now everyone loves Jordan, and I've been into Jordan several times, and it's a great place to explore. And the thing about it is, you can actually go and see the Wadi Rum, where Lawrence of Arabia made his name. You can actually go through and, of course, go to the rose-red city, Petra, which is absolutely incredible. It really, really is. Now, this is where you see, if you saw the Indiana Jones, you will know that they've got the wonderful treasury there that gets featured in that. And as you walk down to this city where people traded back thousands of years ago, you're going to be lost in this wonderful world. It really is an incredible place. And great diving as well. I did a lot of diving in here. As you go up the Gulf of Aqaba, amazing, amazing diving. Right, from here, relaxing day at sea, before you then cruise the Suez Canal and go through to Port Said. Now, this is great because you've done the Gulf of Aqaba, you then do the Gulf of Suez, and when you cruise the Suez Canal, opened in 1869, over 100 miles long, travels between Europe and Asia, meaning that you don't have to navigate around the Horn of Africa, and it's incredible. It's like the ship is going through desert, and there's the Big Bitter Lake in the middle where you cross over. It's an amazing experience. It gets very hot. Take some water out and enjoy it as you head through, and at the end you get rewarded with great views of Port Said, the gateway to the east. Then a relaxing day at sea before you then head up through the Aegean, through the Dardanelles, up to Istanbul. And this is incredible. Istanbul, one of my favourite cities in the world, one of the greatest sailings. As you sail in, you're going to see the Hagia Sophia, one of Christianity's first ever huge cathedrals. You're going to see the Blue Mosque, one of the greatest mosques in the world. You see the famous barracks where Florence Nightingale made her name. As you sail in, then you kind of park, you dock in the Golden Horn. On the European side, and again, this is a city that's over 2 continents, and the Bosphorus splits. So to your right you have Asia, to your left you have Europe, and you can go up into the Grand Bazaar, where you can buy literally anything. It's such an amazing experience. Over 200,000 stalls, Genevieve. You can go to the Roman aqueducts and baths there, which have been there for over 2,000 years. Try Turkish kebab, try some Turkish delight, get your sense of the spices, and such good bargains, such good bargains. I swapped my land of genuine fake, because you know you will get Bolex watches for the fiver. They're not quite called Bolex, they're called something else, but they are, you know, they're not the authentic thing, but they're good. Okay, then you're going back through Dardanelles. Well, I mention this because it's the Gallipoli Peninsula, and we've got the 100-year anniversary going on here of World War I, and of course many great people gave their lives to the Gallipoli Peninsula. And then we go through to Malta, Valletta. This is the largest in a group of 7 islands. Beautiful place. Sailing in is like sailing into a J.R.R. Tolkien fantasy novel. You've got a lot of Gladiator was filmed here. Oliver Reed, of course, sadly passed here, and you can go to the bar where he ordered his last round, which is still chalked up on the side of the wall. Go through to Medina, known as the Silent City because cars are forbidden, which is beautiful, or take a boat ride round to the Blue Grotto. It's an incredible place. Relaxing day at sea before back to Lisbon, the Portuguese capital, lying on the Tagus River, a beautiful city of hills, bright yellow trams and custard tarts. And that's the Monument to the Discoverers, which is it's massive.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's absolutely massive. It's an incredible thing to go and see, especially close up.
Oh my word, an Arabian voyage. It is, you know, the price there again, great. Also, of course, we are talking about Cunard and the Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, and of course, this is a leg of their world cruise. So you could almost kind of say, oh yes, I've been on a world cruise for Cunard when you've done this. It's high up on the bucket list. You've done a leg, but it's an amazing opportunity, this.
It is
such
indeed.
Good value.
Now, it's almost a month, so take a look at that price, because, again, we are showing you incredible prices today. 1,479 per person. You can get an ocean view for 1,599, and I think, you know, when Keats talks about all the places you go to, I think it's well worthwhile having that. You've got a 4-star hotel in Dubai, and you are saving over £600 per person off the brochure price.
That's incredible, particularly for Cunard as well.
Yes.
Remember, this is a 5-star cruise line, a 5-star experience, and you will notice that. You do notice the difference when you drop up and you move up to 5-star.
It is amazing. Now, don't forget, of course, 0800 781 5458 is the number to call. And you may speak to the lovely Chris, who's talking to us right now. Hello to Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hello there.
Hi there. How are you, Chris?
All right. Can't talk too long. I'm very busy on the phones this morning, actually.
We thought it would be. So, Chris, tell me, what are the most popular cruises at the moment?
Well, that Princess offer that we showed is a huge hit this morning. It's really busy.
Oh, perfect. And, of course, lots to choose from as well today. We've got lots of cruises on the show. Lots of people calling up about Princess because of the Black Friday special, of course.
Absolutely. Do you have a favourite deal? Which one's your favourite, Chris?
Actually, that princess one is my favourite. I think that booklet really does the trick for me. It's a nice low deposit.
Yes.
Coincidentally, if that date isn't right for you, we have over 20 other sailings that you can pick from with that booklet and low deposit on.
Wow, that is fantastic. Now, Chris, I can hear in the background you are very, very busy, so we're not going to keep you too long. Thank you so much for having a chat with us, and of course...
My pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
I've got one more thing to say,
yes.
Genevieve. We've just been told in the last half an hour that P&O are doing a 10-night sailing from just $399 for an inside room in February. This one is incredible value.
Now, that's news to us as well.
Yeah, so they need to go on the website or call to get the details of that then.
That's
Chris.
right, give us a call. It's so new we didn't even on the show, but $399 for the 10-night beat it.
Right, so that was in the last half an hour, Chris. So,
that's right.
yeah, people need to get on the phones and go on the website as well, have a chat with yourself. That is incredible.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
take care.
Bye-bye, thank you. Wow,
my
just in the
word.
last half hour.
Yeah, $399. I don't know how they can do that. It's incredible. 10 days, $399. Incredible,
Get
brilliant.
on-
So
get onto the
call the
website.
number below and
I would.
ask them about that. It's incredible.
Now, we've got another 25-night Australia-Indonesia voyage. This is incredible as well. You've got to stay here as well. Now, this is the Royal Caribbean, and it is, of course, the Legend of the Seas. We've got a lovely Gemma talking about the fantastic Royal Caribbean. Take a look.
The easy thing about going on holiday with Royal Caribbean is finding something exciting to do. The difficult thing is choosing what to do first. Royal Caribbean really do offer the whole family something special, and it doesn't matter what age you are, your holiday is going to be jam-packed full of exciting, special, unforgettable moments. So your days could be spent surfing, ice skating, rock climbing maybe, or perhaps just perfecting your swing on the golf course. And then after that you can head to the H2O Zone water park, where you've got fountains which spray water everywhere. Fun for all the family. Whether it's a nice quiet nightcap you're after or some pre-show cocktails, when cruising with Royal Caribbean you'll be spoilt for choice in terms of where to go. And sometimes you just fancy a nice cold pint, and then you can go down to the English vintage style pub. You've also got a sports bar, you can listen to some live jazz, and then for those more sophisticated moods, you can go and have some bubbles in the very glamorous champagne bar. There's live music you'll want to dance the night away to, there's comedy, there are spectacular ice skating shows which are simply breathtaking. And not only that, you get front row seats to award-winning musicals. On top of that, you can watch brand new movies in 3D. You could even watch a film from the pool on the outdoor screen. And then later, on the way home from dinner, you could even bump into Shrek. So on every Royal Caribbean ship, there is a great variety of specialty restaurants, from the Mexican-themed sabors to the more casual boardwalk doghouse. Not only that, if you're watching your figure, you can always pop down to the Vitality Cafe and get some wraps and smoothies and juices and that sort of thing. Or, if you've got a sweet tooth, definitely head along to Cups and Scoops, where you can get your cupcakes and ice cream. When it comes to the accommodation, you've got so much choice. So this stateroom is a balcony stateroom, but you might want to go for a two-storey one perhaps, with really contemporary decor, or perhaps one with a big wraparound balcony overlooking the ocean, or even a family suite. Now those come with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and your own living room as well. But what all of the staterooms have in common is that they all come with a nice interactive flat screen TV, really good for checking your bill and also for booking your shore excursions and your entertainment.
Love that at the end there, the sun setting.
That's what cruising's all about,
It
you know?
is, isn't it?
The sea is so beautiful as the sun sets, as the sun rises, and you're arriving in these ports, and that in itself, before you've even visited the port, is worth every penny of what you spend. It really
is indeed. And remember, Planet Cruise, tailor-making these for you as well, award-winning Planet Cruise. Now, 25 nights, Australia and Indonesia voyage. You've got stays as well. So we fly London to Brisbane, and then, of course, we arrive in the fantastic Brisbane.
So many, a lot of ports here, as we've had for a lot of these deals, so I'm going to have to fly through this. So you're going to literally go, arrive in Brisbane, you've got 2 nights there. This is 600 miles north of Sydney, semi-tropical climate, gateway to the Gold Coast, with surfers paradise, gateway to the Sunshine Coast. And my big thing here, go and enjoy the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary. Great chance for you to hug a koala, which is just, honestly, you haven't lived until you've hugged a koala. Sounds a bit strange, but it's true. And you can feed the kangaroos and the wallabies as well, and the emus and the wombats and all the different things you associate with I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in Australia.
I'm waiting for that.
And then literally, you transfer from the hotel to the port, you get on board Royal Caribbean's Legend of the Seas, 18 nights cruising, relaxing day at sea before you hit Arley Beach. This is one of the best departure points for the Great Barrier Reef and also the fabulous Whitsunday Islands, which have some of the most beautiful beaches that you're seeing here in the world. OK, from there you're going through to Cairns, one of Australia's hottest vacation destinations because it boasts 3 of the great wonders of this part of the world down under. You've got the Great Barrier Reef. You've got the superb beaches that stretch north of the city called the famed Marlin Coast, and you've also got the Daintree National Park, which is just absolutely breathtaking. And if you want to enjoy that, the Corunda Scenic Railway just takes you from Cairns to Corunda and is one of the most, it's supposed to be one of the biggest engineering feats in the world. It's incredible. Relaxing day at sea before you then go to Darwin. This is the capital of Australia's vast and sparsely populated Northern Territory. Miles of pristine beaches. What else do you expect? And of course, you've got the Charles Darwin National Park as well, which is incredible. You've seen loads of wonderful pictures of the wildlife here, and this is what we know about this beautiful part of the world. Relaxing days at sea before we then go to Bali. I've already talked about Bali, that wonderful Templefield Island. Then more relaxing days at sea before you go to Malaysia. This isn't just Malaysia, this is Kota Kinabalu, and this is your chance to go and see the orangutans. Not more of my holiday shots. These are the people that you can go and enjoy. This is northern Borneo. This is your chance to climb up Mount Kinabalu and look out. On a clear day you can look right across the South China Sea to the Philippines, and you're going to have a chance to go and meet the lovely people at the Mari Mari Cultural Village. You're going to have a chance to go diving and snorkeling, to meet those orangutans at the Lok Kawi Wildlife Park, or to enjoy a mangrove cruise and basically learn how to catch crab. These aren't tree crabs, but these are big crabs, and they're really good fun, yeah. And, you know, crab, Rubenet. OK, then we're going through to Philippines, and now it's Puerto Princesa. This is 300 miles southwest of Manila. It's a lovely coastal city, full of beaches. This is kind of the beach capital of the Philippines, if you could call it that. And it's also got the longest navigable river, and reputed to be the most beautiful subterranean rivers in the world. And you can go dolphin watching here as well. I recommend that. It's a beautiful port of call. Relaxing day at sea before we go to Manila, the Philippines. Many of the crew that work on cruise ships around the world come from this part of the world, and the excitement on their face as you pull in is just second to none. And the wonderful thing here about the Philippines is it's a great place to go and enjoy. I recommend going down doing a tour with a jeepney, which are made out of the surplus jeeps that the US left behind when they left this part of the world. You've also got the old Spanish architecture dating back to the 16th century. Definitely try. I'm going to recommend the Jumble Jumble, which is their kind of, it's their local beverage, and it has condensed milk and evaporated milk and sweetened beans and all this candied fruit in. It probably sounds horrific to you, but it's the nicest thing ever. Try it. Jumble Jumble. Just ask for a Jumble Jumble. And then relaxing day at sea before we then go back to Hong Kong. 2-night stay here. Still more for you to enjoy. You got off the ship, but you still got 2 nights of your holiday in this wonderful part of the world where you can take the funicular up to Victoria Peak. You can't miss the Harbour Light Show. Over 40 buildings take part in this. It's at 8 o'clock every night, and it's free. You can actually do a cruise out into the harbour, one of the best ways to see it happening all around you. You can browse Stanley Market, the ladies' market, and of course you can eat out in Hong Kong. I love this fact. Every day, 3 times a day, for 13 years, and not eat at the same restaurant.
That is amazing.
It's a great place to go. You definitely know that you are in a different part of the world.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, we're going to move on. Of course, we are seeing that beautiful Legend of the Seas as well. So if all the destinations weren't enough, you can relax on this beautiful ship also.
Yeah, I mean, again, with Royal Caribbean, it's all about the fun, it's all about the innovation, it's all about the entertainment, it's all about giving you so many different experiences, not just all that food, that entertainment, but introducing you to new things as well.
The price again, I mean, we are absolutely amazed at the prices here today. On Black Friday, 2249 per person. That is 25 nights Australian Indonesia voyage, and of course you have got the stay as well. Now you can add another stay in Dubai, and I think it's well worth doing, from £349 per person. So then you've really covered so much there.
And also it breaks your flight out to Australia, so you can do that at the start. You can stop halfway, stop in Dubai, and then you carry on from Dubai out to do your stay in Brisbane. So it kind of breaks up that flight as well. And Dubai, I mean, imagine being able to do Dubai, Hong Kong, all that part of Australia, and go to Borneo, all in the same cruise.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
From the comfort of your wonderful Legend of the Seas. Now, we've shown you a lot. I know it's very, very busy at the call centre at the moment, so do make sure you get that phone in straight away, 0800 781 5458. great. Let's have a look at what we've seen today in the show. So we started off with the cruise and maritime. Always very, very busy for this. It's the 8-night Scandinavian Cities and Fairy Tales from Tilbury. Take a look at that price, £529 per person. So do make sure you grab that. Of course, it is the maiden season of the Maritimes. Now, we've also moved on, of course. Now, this, again, incredible here. This is, of course, P&O Oceania 24-night Epic Caribbean and Azores cruise. Again, you've got a Christmas and New Year's sailing there, so you can spend New Year's in the Caribbean. Great price there for you also. Then we moved on. We had celebrity cruises, and this is the Celebrity Millennium. Now, you've got lots to choose from here. Of course, it's the 18-night Temples, Dragons and Beaches Fly cruise. You've got a 2-night stay in a 5-star hotel in Singapore. You are seeing so much for a great price there, with a fabulous single special, which are always very, very popular also. And then, of course, we had the Black Friday. Fantastic deal here for you. The Princess Cruises 40-night Mediterranean adventure from Southampton. You have got a price drop of £350 per person. So if you want to avail of this, remember you need to book all of this by Monday at 10 p.m. just to avail of that fantastic price also. Now, then we went to the Cunard on board the Queen Elizabeth. Now, this again, a 24-night voyage. This is your Arabian voyage from Southampton. Of course, you've got to stay there as well. This is a new reduced price, £1,479 for almost a month of fabulous cruising there. Huge savings of over £600 per person. And finally, we have the Royal Caribbean, the Legend of the Seas. And this, of course, is your 25-night Australia and Indonesia voyage with stays. This is absolutely incredible. I would definitely get that Dubai hotel there also, because that's, I think, a great way to just cover all those places. 2249 per person here, of course, and flights from most UK airports as well. Take a look on the website, of course. You can also peruse and take your time there. All the W's, planetcruise.co.uk/TV. Have a look there at everything we've talked about and more. I think in the last half an hour, we got a fantastic P&O cruise as well at Planet Cruise, so do avail of that also.
$399 for 10 nights. It's coming out next year. Wow.
That is incredible.
Oh, yep.
Now, don't forget the Black Friday deals. Your goodie bag as well. Thank you so much, Keith.
Been a pleasure.
Thank you to you as well. We will see you soon on Planet Cruise. Take care.